2K Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're set to go for the opening round of the third major of the season. The U.S. Open is upon us. I'm Andrew Catalan alongside Rich Beam and Luke Elvey, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy following the action on the course. And Rich, this tournament is dripping in storylines, especially for our...
Well, that is a touch of class from the sand.
Time to get back to live play. John, give us a read on this putt.
This is going to move pretty significantly left to right.
Oh, I thought that was going down.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
That is going to work. This shot from about 190 yards. And just one shot back. And this putt to move into a tie for second. Henny is greenside.
Yeah, 15 feet out. He's been staring this one down.
Over to number 8. It's a par 3.
Straight uphill the entire way. Great feature on the left-hand side there with all the gores, the junk, all of that. You want to avoid that at all costs. Even hitting the bunkers right is fine. Second shot plays back uphill, back into this clubhouse to a really cool looking squared off green. The back third of it is the putting green.
Oh, absolutely flushed. Sitting at -1. Opting for the 5-iron. This putt is about 16 feet. That's a well-played hole, but in the end, just tapping in for a par. And tapping in for par on this one. And it's a one-stroke par 5 for our leader over the field.
He really had a beautiful game plan out there today. And as we take a look at the leaderboard, currently tied for second. That will do it for our broadcast day. For all of us at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you next time. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Welcome back to second-round coverage of the U.S. Open. Hi, everyone. I'm Andrew Catalan. Welcome back. As we begin today's coverage, we join our featured player who currently sits in second place. Let's see if they can climb to the top of the leaderboard by the end of today's round. The putt goes in, and it's an opening hole birdie.
Making birdie in the first always puts you in a good frame of mood. It'll be fun to watch the round progress.
Here's Morikawa.
Currently top 10 on the FedEx Cup points list.
Absolutely tattooed that one.
This one will be from the first cut. A birdie putt coming up. This could be a big one. Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
Yeah, it's going to bank to the left-hand side, this one.
Let's update the leaderboard for you, and we've got two names at the top. Our featured player alongside Xander Schauffele. All right, Henny, what does this look like?
He is right on the 150-yard marker here.
About 7 feet remain.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
And now after that hole, we've got only one name atop the leaderboard. It's our featured player. This tee shot is looking good so far. And right now at -4. That's how you take on a par 5.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
Staring down a very long putt here.
On a good line.
Yes!
Okay, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
Our featured player still sits atop the leaderboard.
Here we are at the 5th hole.
Again, another shortish hole that driver is not necessary on. Take out a long iron, fairway metal, and get it to the top of this fairway, short of the bunkers. From there, second shot will be slightly downhill to a Redan-style green that goes from right to left and front to back with big, deep bunkers on the left-hand side.
And now striding onto the tee of his par 3 hole.
Not much of a green to work with here whatsoever, especially going in with a mid to long iron. Your goal here is to find the center of the green every single day.
Leading by 5 shots after that.
Now teeing off on the par 4 7th hole.
Bunker down the right-hand side, could see a lot of action as this fairway does camber from left to right. So be wary of that. Down the left-hand side is where you want to be for your second shot. You get to look down on the green ever so slightly. There is an opening fronting this green, so you can chase your second shot in there if you choose to do so.
Now this putt for birdie. Henny, how tricky is this one?
This one's moving just a smidge to the left.
Okay, a lot to like there as he moves to 8 under par. We've reached the 8th hole. It's a par 3.
Difficult tee shot here, straight back up the hill. You got a trench over the left-hand side. It's got some dry grass in it you want no part of. Second shot plays straight back up the hill into the clubhouse. And look at this, squared off green. The back third of it is actually the practice green. This is such a cool feature of this golf course. I love this hole.
Oh, I can hear the golf claps around the course. Buckle up, take a look at this one. That's another green in regulation.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
Taking a look at the leaderboard, he's got the lead. Let's see what happens here on the 10th.
Yeah, this fairway, you can get a couple of really strange bounces. You land it short of these bunkers here, it kicks hard to the right. You get it past it though, now it kicks hard left. Second shot plays down the hill to a green that tilts from right to left severely. This par 4 is super difficult.
That one's right out of the top drawer.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
This rival, well, he's currently in the top 5 on the FedEx Cup points list.
They caught it really clean out of the rough. This one could work. What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Oh, this is not a good outcome. Buried in the deep stuff.
Hitting it over here in the first place was just awful. I would blame his caddy.
And he's done it. He's held it, and that means he extends his lead. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
Straight downhill you go. Shorter hitters have to worry about the first section of bunkers on the right-hand side. Longer hitters, the ones on the left. If you can find the happy medium, then you might actually thinking about going forward in 2. However, high stakes ensue. A difficult area to land your second shot when you're laying up. However, this green is not very difficult once you're on it. Not a whole lot of movement here.
Like that. Always good when you've got hands like that around the green. Sitting at 12 under par for the event. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Oh, these are big momentum putts. Let's make this one from 9 feet. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. That was pummeled. Great drive. Second shot here on the 14th. Yep, that shot's safely on the green. And he's down there. You got a read?
This looks like it's going to go left.
And the putt drops, and we're moving on. An extraordinary performance. This player is now 12 strokes in front of the field.
This will play nicely. This shot from approximately 180 yards. This one's going right there. Big opportunity here. A putt for birdie. 3 feet to the cup.
This one is for par.
No change atop the leaderboard after that hole. 5 wood is the choice. That's a misfire there.
Airmailed the green with that approach.
Well, a big par save could mean a lot going forward. No change atop the leaderboard. Our featured player still out in front. Now from the greenside bunker. Hold on a second. He makes the putt and extends his lead. And after that hole, our featured player is still atop the leaderboard. Now to 18, the par 4.
This is a beautiful hole, and this golf course scares me, but this hole is beautiful. A ditch down the left-hand side, bunkers right, bunkers everywhere. Second shot for these players, straight back uphill, again to a uniquely designed green, almost in the shape of a square. 2 tiers, the front one and all the way in the back right. This truly is one of the hardest finishing holes in golf major championships.
The second round is in the books, and when you see the leaderboard, they are in first place.
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
We had so much fun out there today. Thank you for joining us. For all of us at 2K Sports, we'll see you soon. Get set for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. It's moving day, the third round of the U.S. Open. Hi again, everyone. Andrew Catalan here. Glad to have you back with us. And Rich, as we check the leaderboard at the start of this third round, our featured player is sitting on top.
It's so fun. It's been amazing to watch. He's got such a huge lead, a colossal lead going in the final 36 holes. He almost wonders, is he thinking about the win yet, or is he able to kind of calm himself down before he goes out there today?
That will definitely work. This putt for a birdie. That one comes up short. He taps that one in as we head to the next hole. Setting up now on the tee of the par 4 third.
church pews down the left-hand side. And the longer you go into the fairway, the more narrow that fairway gets. So players laying back with something other than driver. Second shot, back uphill to a blind green. It's got a runoff area fronting it and a runoff area behind it, making distance control so important.
Let's check out the par 5 fourth.
Dog leg from left to right. Again, the church pews down the left-hand side, but a little more room off the tee shot for these players. Second shot is a blind shot as the green and the distance is tucked all the way over on the right and falls down. So players that are going for it at 2 cannot see the green. If you lay it up to the top of the hill, you're going to have a wonderful third shot down the hill. Should be easy to get it close.
This hole is a par 4.
Just a fairway metal long iron required off the tee. You want to avoid the bunkers on the left-hand side as best possible. Second shot down the hill to a Redan-style green that works from right to left and front to back. Big bunkers on the left-hand side you want no part of.
Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more.
Mid to long iron required here to a green that looks so much smaller than it actually is. Not a whole lot of pin placements on this green. Find the center of the green and 2 putt and get out of there.
Teeing off here on the 7th.
Bunker down the right-hand side could see a lot of action as this fairway does camber from left to right. So be wary of that. Down the left-hand side is where you want to be for your second shot. You get to look down on the green ever so slightly. There is an opening fronting this green, so you can chase your second shot in there if you choose to do so.
This putt is for par, and it would be a big one. That one drops. Our featured player continues to look good out there, currently in first place. John, what does he face in that bunker?
Well, they're in deep here, guys. Really nestled into this sand trap. Let's see what happens.
Now to the finishing hole of the opening 9. It's a par 4.
A tee shot here. The fairway cambers from left to right, kicking the golf ball into the right-hand rough. Hopefully you can find the fairway. But from there, your second shot now goes to a green where the green tilts from right to left. This is a unique design feature and makes this par 4 super challenging.
Our featured player likes the way the leaderboard is shaking out, currently in first place. This looks like a really strong tee shot. Okay, Henny, what do you see down there?
Yeah, he's got around 125 here.
5 feet to the cup.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
And after that, now sitting at 18 under par for the event. Second shot here on the 11th. Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Aggressive play here. Going with driver off the tee.
The shorter hitters have to worry about the bunkers on the right. The longer hitters, the one on the left, find the happy medium. And do you go for it? Let's find out. If you're laying it up, you want to find a good spot. I'm going to say anywhere from 85 to 100 yards out because you want to be able to maximize your spin on this firm green.
Well, this would be a big birdie here. A good putt to make.
Good.
Oh, painfully close. And that putt will drop. Well done. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Going with the 5-iron here. This would be a great up and down from this spot. An opportunity to make a par here. Job done. Let's head to the next. Currently at -18 for the tournament. On the tee now, the par 4 14th hole.
This hole has changed dramatically over the years, not design-wise, but how players attack it. It used to be a long iron, find the fairway, and then a short iron second, wedge it on. Now we're seeing players time and time take out driver, challenge it up there, find one of those bunkers surrounding the green, and take their chances from there. Either way you play it, it's short, but it's dangerous.
Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
14 feet to the cup.
This for a birdie run.
Another birdie on the scorecard. That's number 5.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Going with 5 wood. On the green, that's always mission number 1. Okay, John, what do you see with this putt?
I think this one is going to be breaking hard to the left.
Well, a par would look really good on the scorecard right now. After that hole, he still has the top spot on the leaderboard. Here's the second on 17. That's a great position to be in after that approach.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
There's the birdie. And after that hole, still in front on the leaderboard. That's the type of swing you want to take with you every time out. Well, that's the way you play it. A 3-footer coming up. Well, that's the way you finish. A birdie on the closing hole. Rich, only 18 holes remain, and our featured player has built a nice cushion.
This player is so far out front, they really have nothing to worry about except for breathing the final 18 holes. This has been an extraordinary week for them.
It's been a great day. We thank you for joining us. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Cat. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Welcome back. It's time for final round coverage of the U.S. Open. Hi again, everyone. I'm Andrew Catalan. Great to be back with you. It looks like another exciting day of action here on 2K Sports, and we're going to bring it all your way coming up next. Yeah, I like that. That's okay there. That's a safe shot. This putt is from 17 feet away. Here's a par putt. That putt goes in. Time to make a move.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
That's a tough one to swallow. This one a good distance away. Do we think that one will stay on the green? Okay, the putt goes in. Time for the next hole. And now teeing off on a par 4.
Church pews down the left-hand side, and the longer you go into the fairway, the more narrow that fairway gets. So players laying back with something other than driver. Second shot, back uphill to a blind green. It's got a runoff area fronting it and a runoff area behind it, making distance control so important.
This player won their last event. Let's see if that momentum carries on.
Well, it's certainly in their favor, isn't it? Winning breeds winning. It wouldn't surprise me to see them win again this week.
Things are still looking good for our featured player in first place on the leaderboard. That's a good one to build momentum on. On the green in 2. How about that?
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
All right, that one is behind us. No change atop the leaderboard after that hole.
Don't you think of it. No, don't. Stay there.
This is his second shot. Great looking shot this. Okay, that'll work. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
It's a little tricky to see. It's not a straight putt. There is a bit of right-hand movement at the end.
Putting for a par now. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round.
This one is all over it.
There's 17 feet remaining to the hole.
Don't you just love a big breaking left to righter started perfectly on line?
Currently 23 under par for the event. Incredible play.
I like the looks of this. About 220 left to the hole. Oh my, almost in. 9 feet to the cup. The putt goes in and that cushion is getting wider. Our featured player still sits atop the leaderboard. We have a par 3 here.
Straight uphill the entire way. Great feature on the left-hand side there with all the gorse, the junk, all of that. You want to avoid that at all costs. Even hitting the bunkers right is fine. Second shot plays back uphill, back into this clubhouse to a really cool looking squared off green. The back third of it is the putting green.
Taking a look at the leaderboard, he's got the lead. We've reached the closing hole of the opening 9. It's a par 4.
A tee shot here, the fairway cambers from left to right, kicking the golf ball into the right-hand rough. Hopefully you can find the fairway. But from there, your second shot now goes to a green where the green tilts from right to left. This is a unique design feature and makes this par 4 super challenging.
No change atop the leaderboard. Our featured player still out in front. We begin the back 9 here on the 10th hole.
Yeah, this fairway, you can get a couple of really strange bounces. You land it short of these bunkers here. It kicks hard to the right. You get it past it, though. Now it kicks hard left. Second shot plays down the hill to a green that tilts from right to left severely. This par 4 is super difficult.
And after that hole, our featured player still atop the leaderboard.
Oh, look at this soar through the air.
Time for the second shot at the 11th. They're not a bad shot, that one. This putt is about 15 feet to the hole.
A really good look at birdie.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. Looking at a par 5 here.
Straight downhill you go. Shorter hitters have to worry about the first section of bunkers on the right-hand side. Longer hitters, the ones on the left. If you can find the happy medium, then you might actually thinking about going for it in 2. However, high stakes ensue. A difficult area to land your second shot when you're laying up. However, this green is not very difficult once you're on it. Not a whole lot of movement here.
And that should secure the par on this one. He's currently in first place. The 13th is a par 3.
13. Not a lucky number per se, and this is probably the reason why. This green is heinous. It is painful, even when you're on it, to try and judge the distance line break of your putts. I have to say, I've played a lot of difficult par 3s in my days. This one ranks right up there with the hardest.
Oh, what a shot by our leader.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens and regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
And he's maintained top spot on the leaderboard after that hole.
Time for the tee shot at 15.
Fairway cambers from left to right, and this green in the distance, it sits below you, so you can chase on your second shot into this green, especially to a front pin. But when the pin is all the way back, it forces you to deal with that bunker on the right and attack that pin by landing it in the center of the green or deeper.
A lot to like about that one. Okay, a 15-footer remains.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Come on. A par tap-in on this hole. And after that hole, still in front on the leaderboard. Oh, that is a lovely drive on a par 4. You gotta love it.
Oh, how about that shot? Taking out the big stick and going ahead and knocking her on. Love it.
He's looking for this to break left. Finishing off the birdie. And after that hole, our featured player is in first place. Ooh, absolutely unleashed it. This looks like a 190-yard shot. And if this chip drops, he'll win the event. And if this putt goes down, start the party. We've got a champion.
This player is able to hold everyone at bay once again this week. This is an outstanding performance.
And Rich, that almost looked easy out there today.
Didn't break a sweat on the way to victory lane. I gotta say, I love it. It was so easy and smooth. It was a work of art.
Well, that'll do it for today, folks. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and the entire crew, I'm Andrew Catalan saying so long, and thanks for watching 2K Sports.